am the I am, the voice that spoke and brought the universe into existence with just one word. And today, in this very moment, I am crossing the divide between the visible and the invisible to speak directly to you. It's no accident that you are hearing this now. Long before you were born, I knew you would reach this exact moment. This is not just some entertainment or casual message. It is a doorway, a frequency of manifestation that will change your financial reality in ways your logical mind may not yet understand. Listen with an open heart, because every word I speak right now carries the energy of unlimited abundance. The next 20 minutes are not ordinary minutes, they are sacred, timeless moments. And when you finish listening, something inside you will have shifted forever. You will never be the same person who started listening, because I decree over your life right now, large sums of money will begin to manifest in your life in 2 days or less. Yes, you heard correctly, 2 days or less. This is not an empty promise from someone seeking attention. It is a divine declaration based on universal laws that I set in place before the world was created. The money you need, the money you desire, the money that will bring you freedom, already exists. It has already been created, and it has already been assigned to you in the invisible realm. The only thing standing between you and that material reality is not physical effort or merit. It is simply a shift in your consciousness. And that shift starts right now. Take a deep breath. Feel my presence filling the space where you are. Get ready to receive the most powerful revelation about money that you've ever heard. Get ready to become a magnet for supernatural prosperity. Everything you desire has already been created in the invisible realm. What separates you from this reality is not time or physical effort, but simply a change in your consciousness. The money you need is already all around you, waiting to respond to the vibration you are sending out now. Most people live in a state of waiting, begging, or believing that prosperity is about luck or deserving. But the masters of creative thinking knew, and you will know from this moment, that money responds to your vibration, not your need. The universe doesn't reward desperate efforts, but instead responds to vibrational alignment. When you fully accept with your heart and mind that what you want is already yours, the invisible will become visible. You don't have to wait for months. You don't need to understand the how. You simply need to feel like someone who already has what they desire, act like someone who has already received it, and give thanks as if you are already living it. This is the secret place where financial miracles happen quickly. If, in this moment, you felt an inner confirmation that this message is meant for you, write in the comments, "I receive abundance." Get ready to learn how to turn your vibration into a powerful magnet. Money is on its way to you, and it will come with supernatural speed, in 2 days or less. This is the moment, this is the prophecy, and this is the law. Most people believe that large sums of money take time to come, that it takes years of hard work, long effort, and difficult paths to reach their financial goals. But this is a learned belief, not a universal truth. Money does not respond to time. It responds to your vibrational state. The universe does not ask how hard you've worked. It only listens to what you believe about yourself and what you feel is true. I have taught the masters that manifestation is not about logic but about law. It is an invisible, exact, and unchanging law that works both for those who know how to use it and those who don't. When you understand and apply this law, time no longer becomes an obstacle. Manifestation can happen in 2 days or less, but for that to happen, you must let go of the mental pattern of waiting and step into the state of receiving immediately. It's necessary to change internally before expecting external change. You must fully and completely accept that what you desire is already yours, here and now. Today, you will learn how to use your creative mind, your imagination, your feelings, and your faith to activate the flow of money quickly, in real ways, and consistently. You will understand how to become a clear channel for money to manifest with supernatural speed, not because you chase it, but because you become the center of abundance. The truth is this: the money you need is already all around you, right now. It is in the bank accounts of millions of people, circulating through the economy, and it is waiting for only one thing: for you to tune your vibration to the frequency of prosperity, for you to stop feeling separated from it, and for you to take on the identity of those who already possess it. When you fully embrace this identity, when you truly believe deep within yourself that you are already prosperous, the universe has no choice but to respond. It's a law, not magic, luck, or special favor. It's simply spiritual mechanics. Just like gravity doesn't ask if you deserve to fall, the law of attraction doesn't ask if you deserve to receive, it simply responds to your vibration. And right now, I am helping raise your vibration. Every word you hear is recalibrating your energy frequency. You are connecting to the channel of unlimited abundance. You may not yet feel it with your physical senses, but your energy field is already shifting. It is already aligning, and it is already pulling in the people, circumstances, and opportunities that will bring you money. If you understand that money responds to vibration and not effort, share this message now with someone who needs to hear this truth. In just a few minutes, I will show you the exact method to manifest. But first, you need to understand something important. You are not asking for money. You are claiming what is already yours by the right of your consciousness. You are accessing what was created the moment the desire was born in you. Desire is the sign that provision already exists. Now, all you need to do is align with it. And this will happen in 2 days or less when you know how. Prepare to learn how to turn your vibration into a powerful magnet. Money is coming, and it will come quickly, supernaturally. 2 days or less, this is the time. This is the prophecy. This is the law. But to see this manifest in your life, you need to enter the secret state where financial miracles happen. This state isn't a physical place, it's a state of consciousness. It's a specific vibrational frequency that very few know about, and even fewer can maintain. Most people live their whole lives moving between hope and despair, desire and doubt, asking and fearing they won't receive. In this back and forth, they never manage to stabilize the frequency that's necessary for quick manifestation. But you won't be like most people, because now I will share with you the secret that the masters have known for centuries. The secret that turns beggars into kings, that changes scarcity into abundance, that makes the invisible visible in just hours. This secret is simple, but it requires something that only a few are willing to give: absolute faith. Not the faith that asks and waits, not the faith that pleads and doubts, but the faith that believes and rests. The faith that knows, feels, and lives as if it has already happened. This is the kind of faith that moves mountains. This is the faith that brings money into your life in 2 days or less. When you truly believe, with full emotional conviction, that what you desire is already yours, the invisible world has no choice but to turn into the visible. You don't need to wait months. You don't need to understand how it will happen. You simply need to feel like someone who already has what they want, act like someone who has already received it, and think like someone who is already living that reality. This is the secret state. This is the portal. This is the place of consciousness where I work miracles. And I tell you now, This state is available to you right now. You don't have to be special. You don't have to have supernatural gifts. And you don't need to be perfect. You simply need to choose to believe. You need to choose to feel it. You need to choose to assume the identity of someone who already has what they want. And when you make that choice with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your soul, I will respond immediately. The response may not show up right away in the physical world, but in the invisible realm, in the quantum field of reality, everything has already started moving. The universe has already begun to work in your favor. The right people are already coming your way. The right opportunities are already being set up. The money you need is already being released. All of this begins the moment you step into the state. The rest is just the time it takes for the invisible to become visible. And that time, if you keep the right state, is 2 days or less. If you are ready to start this journey of manifestation with me, hit the like button now and subscribe to this channel, as I will reveal secrets that will transform your life. In the next few minutes, I will guide you step by step through the exact method. I will show you how to use your imagination, how to control your thoughts, and how to see your desired reality before it even appears. I will teach you what the ancient masters knew and what modern science is just beginning to understand. I will give you the keys to the kingdom of unlimited abundance. And when you apply these teachings, your financial life will never be the same. Most people believe that large sums of money take time to come. People believe that hard work, years of effort, constant sacrifice, and difficult paths are necessary to achieve financial success. This belief is so deeply ingrained in the collective mind that few ever question it. But I tell you now, this is an inherited belief, not a universal truth. Money does not respond to time. It responds to your vibration. The universe I created does not follow human clocks. There is no cosmic clock that says, this person must suffer for 10 years before prospering. That is simply a product of the conditioned mind, a social program you were taught from childhood. You were taught that you must work hard. You were taught that paying your debts requires sweat and tears. You were taught that money is scarce and hard to come by. But these are lies that keep people trapped in an endless cycle of struggles that lead nowhere. Lies that serve those who already understand how the true system works. While most people think prosperity requires decades of effort, a few are able to get rich in a short time. And it's not because they're special, it's not because they're lucky, and it's not because I prefer them over you. It's because they understand the law. The law of manifestation is invisible, but it is more real than anything you can observe. It's a law that always works. It's a law that makes no exceptions. It operates consistently in everyone, without fail. Once you learn how to consciously work with this law, time stops being a limitation. Manifestation can happen in days, hours, or even minutes. It all depends on the strength of your belief, the purity of your feelings, and how firmly you hold the state of consciousness you choose. You've been taught to believe that time is linear, that you must walk a long road between wanting something and receiving it. But now I reveal to you, time is an illusion created by the three-dimensional mind. In the spiritual realm, in the quantum field where all things begin, the past, present, and future all exist together. When you act as though you already have what you desire, the future collapses into the present. What seemed far away becomes immediate. What seemed impossible becomes inevitable. This is not fantasy. These are not naive dreams, it's spiritual law. This is how I created the universe. This is how I keep the galaxies in motion. This is how life grows from a seed. And this is exactly how money shows up in your life. Not through time, but through your consciousness, not through hard labor, but through aligning your vibration. So I tell you, let go of the belief that you need to wait. Let go of the idea that you must suffer first to deserve wealth later. Let go of the thought that money is difficult to get. These are all mental programs that you need to erase from your mind. As you remove these layers, as you free your mind from these limitations, something incredible begins to happen. You start to vibrate at the frequency of immediate abundance. And when you do that, money has no choice but to come to you. It must come, it must appear, it must manifest in your life, and it happens quickly, faster than you ever imagined possible. 2 days or less is not an exaggeration. It is the reality for those who understand the law. It is the reality for those who choose to be in the right state. It is the reality that is available to you right now. Neville Goddard taught that manifestation is not about logic, but about law, an invisible, precise, and constant law that works on those who know how to use it and even on those who don't. This law does not care if you believe in it or not. It just works. Just like gravity affects everything, whether you believe in it or not, the law of manifestation is always active, always responding, always shaping your reality based on the state of mind you maintain. The difference between those who manifest quickly and those who struggle their entire lives lies in this. Some people consciously use the law, while others use it without realizing it. Some people carefully direct their thoughts and feelings, while others let themselves be controlled by the circumstances around them. Some people assume the state of already having what they desire, while others live in a state of lack. And the law responds to both exactly as it is supposed to. It brings abundance to some and scarcity to others, not because of favoritism, but because of exact vibrational alignment. When you truly understand this law and apply it consciously, time is no longer a barrier. Manifestation can happen in 2 days or less. It can happen in hours, and in some cases, it can happen almost instantly. It all comes down to how fully you accept the state, how deeply you feel the reality of your desire already being fulfilled, and how firmly you refuse to let outside circumstances make you doubt what you've already decided to be true. The law is simple. You manifest what you assume as truth, not what you desire, not what you expect, not even what you ask for, but what you truly believe with feeling is already yours. This assumption, when held with unwavering faith, is deeply impressed into your subconscious. And the subconscious, which can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined, takes this belief as fact and immediately starts to shift your outer reality to match this internal truth. This is the secret the masters knew. This is the power the ancient sages mastered. This method still works today, just as it did thousands of years ago. Spiritual laws are timeless and unchanging. It doesn't matter what time you live in, your religion, your education, or your past experiences. The law works for anyone who applies it correctly. And right now, I am activating in you the power to apply this law with mastery. I am raising your awareness to the level where rapid manifestation becomes a natural part of your life. I am removing the barriers that stop the flow of abundance in your life. I am adjusting your energy so that you resonate with the unlimited prosperity already present in the unseen world. Right now, I am turning on the frequency of limitless abundance in you. If you can feel this energy flowing through your body, write 7,777 in the comments. You no longer need to wait years. You don't need to build up merits, and you don't have to prove your worth. All you need to do is accept the state. All you need to do is feel it as your truth. All you need to do is firmly believe that what you want is already yours. And when you do this, when you truly believe it with all of your being, the law always responds. It always works, and it works quickly, much faster than your conditioned mind expects. 2 days or less. That's the time frame. That's the promise. That's the prophecy fulfilled when you know the law and apply it with faith. For manifestation to happen in 2 days or less, you must break the mental habit of waiting and instead step into the state of immediate reception. Most people live in a constant state of waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for the perfect time, waiting for things to change first before they take action. But this is exactly the pattern that blocks manifestation. When you wait, you are confirming that you don't have what you want yet, and by confirming that, you only create more of that feeling of lack, more waiting, more distance from what you desire. The state of immediate reception is entirely different. It's the state of someone who already has what they want. It's the state of someone who already lives in the reality they desire. It's the state of someone who gives thanks not for what will come, but for what already is. This state doesn't need to wait for anything to change outside first. It begins within, and then the external world adjusts to match it. This is a complete reversal of how you've been taught to think. You were taught that seeing is believing, but I tell you, believing is seeing. You were taught, when I have money, then I'll feel rich, but I tell you, feel rich and the money will come. You were taught, I need to work hard to deserve it, but I tell you, accept that you already deserve it, and work will flow easily, magnetized by your new vibration. To make lasting change, you must first change inside before you can expect change outside. This is the right order. First, the internal shift, then the external. First, the invisible, then the visible. First, the feeling, then the reality. Most people try the opposite. They wait for the outside world to change before they change how they feel. But this approach never works because they are trying to change the effect without addressing the cause. The outside world is the effect. Your inner world is the cause. Change the cause, and the effect will automatically follow. You must fully accept and believe, without doubt, that what you desire is already yours, here and now. Not tomorrow, not after a sign, not when something else happens, but right now, at this very moment as you hear these words. Accept that the abundance you desire is already present in your life. Accept that your bank account already reflects the amount you wish to see. Accept that you are already living in the reality of total prosperity, and hold on to that belief, even if your physical eyes cannot see it yet. This is the kind of faith that moves mountains. This is the kind of faith that creates miracles. This is the kind of faith that brings large sums of money into your life in 2 days or less. When you embrace this mindset fully, with deep intensity and unwavering belief, something shifts in the quantum field of reality. The odds begin to realign, new paths open, synchronicities start to appear, and what once seemed impossible becomes inevitable. If you understand that you must break the cycle of waiting and enter the state of immediate reception, share this message with someone who is trapped in this limiting belief. Today, you will learn how to use your creative mind, your imagination, your feelings, and your faith to quickly and consistently activate the flow of money in your life. You will discover how to become a clear channel for money to manifest with supernatural speed, not because you are chasing it, but because you become the center of attraction for abundance. The method I'm about to share with you in the next few minutes will transform your relationship with money, shift your identity, adjust your vibration, and when that happens, money, will have no choice but to come to you. To manifest large sums of money, you must go beyond a shallow desire and tap into the deepest, most creative part of yourself, the I am consciousness. Neville Goddard taught that everything you experience in the physical world is just a reflection of what you accept as true inside. What you see is not the cause but the effect. The real cause is the state of consciousness you choose to live in. In simple terms, money is not drawn to you by merely asking for it. It comes when you occupy the mindset of someone who already has it. The first step is understanding that I am is the expression of God in action. Every time you affirm, mentally and emotionally, I am prosperous, I have what I need, I am wealthy, you are calling upon the Creator and giving shape to the unseen. Neville said, "The consciousness of being is the only reality." So, when you truly feel that you already possess large sums of money, the universe has no choice but to respond with perfect accuracy. Time, according to Neville, is not a barrier. What we call time is simply the gap between the state you choose to assume now and the physical evidence that will appear as a result. The more deeply you feel that you already have what you desire, the faster that reality will show up in your life. It is absolutely possible for large sums of money to appear in your life in 2 days or less. The only thing required is that you remain firm in the belief that you already have it. But how do you put this into practice? How do you tap into the sacred power of I am in a way that truly transforms your financial situation? First, you need to understand that I am is not just a phrase. It is the most sacred name there is. It's the name that was revealed to Moses in the burning bush. It is the name that holds all creative power. It is the name that speaks, and the universe listens. When you say, I am, you are using my name, activating my power through your consciousness. You are declaring to the universe who you choose to be in that moment. Here's the secret. Whatever you say after I am becomes your reality. If you say, I am poor, you create poverty. If you say, I am prosperous, you create prosperity. The universe doesn't judge, it doesn't question. It just creates what you declare with feeling about yourself. Every time you say I am followed by any affirmation, you are shaping your reality, sculpting your future, and commanding what will come into your life. Most people use this sacred power unknowingly and negatively. They say, I am a failure, I am unworthy, I can't succeed. And then they wonder why life feels so hard. What they don't realize is that they have created this struggle by misusing the sacred name, by repeatedly declaring an identity for themselves that does not serve them. But you won't make that mistake anymore. From now on, you will use I am only to declare what you want to be and experience. You will say, I am abundance. I am prosperity. I am a magnet for money. I am financially blessed. And by repeating these words with sincerity, your identity will begin to change. Your energy will rise, and your outer world will start reflecting your new inner truth. If you understand that I am is God working through you, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel to keep receiving these powerful insights. This is the foundation of all manifestation. This is where it all begins. This is the power that will change your financial life in the next 2 days. I am does not ask for permission. I am decrees, and what it decrees will manifest. The consciousness of being is the only truth. Everything in your life is a reflection, a shadow, a projection of your inner consciousness onto the screen of the physical world. When you truly understand this, when this truth sinks deeply into your awareness, your entire life will change because you will realize that you were never a victim of your circumstances. You were always the one creating them. You were never at the mercy of the economy, the market, luck, or fate. You've always had control, based on the state of consciousness you chose to live in. The outer world is a mirror of your inner state. If you look around and see scarcity, it's because scarcity exists in your mind. If you look around and see limitations, it's because your thinking is limited. If you look around and see closed doors, it's because internally you haven't yet opened the door to new possibilities. The world cannot give you what you do not consciously accept as yours. This is the fundamental truth that most people overlook. They try to change their external world without first addressing their inner world. They try to force things, manipulate circumstances, control events, and repeatedly fail because they are attempting to change the effect without changing the cause. It's like looking into a mirror and trying to change the reflection without changing yourself. It's impossible. The reflection will always match exactly what you see in the mirror. Likewise, the world will always reflect the state of consciousness you maintain. If you live with a mindset of poverty, the world will show you poverty. If you live with a mindset of abundance, the world will show you abundance. There are no exceptions, no injustices, no favoritism. The law works with perfect precision, just like mathematics. As above, so below. As within, so without. What is in your consciousness will be your experience. So, when you truly feel that you already are the person with large sums of money, the universe must respond. It must manifest it. It will bring into your physical experience what is already real in your consciousness, not because the universe is kind, not because you deserve it, but because it is the law. It is the mechanics of how the universe works. The only distance between what you desire and what you experience is the distance in your consciousness. If there is a gap between your desire for wealth and your current reality of limitation, it's because there is a gap between who you consciously are now and who you need to be to manifest that wealth. This gap can be closed in an instant. It doesn't take years or months. It can happen in a single moment. The moment you decide to fully embrace the new identity, you realize that money is not drawn to you by simply wanting it. Money is not attracted by asking for it. Money is not attracted by chasing it. It appears when you become the person who already has it, by consciously embodying what you wish to experience in your life.